head coach Bill Edwards, Tessa Ziemba, Tori Rocha, Erin Trippi, and Olivia Galati, coach, an opening statement about today's game and the tournament.
I don't know about these 4 players up here, but I know I am completely exhausted. Just absolute congratulations to JMU. A great performance, well-coached team. Really made a tremendous adjustment from yesterday to today. And to see the way those kids came out and played, I have to give them a lot of credit. Mickey's going to take that team to some new heights. I'm very pleased that we got to compete against such a class team. As far as today goes, you have a shot at championships when you have Olivia Galati on the mound. And I really like the way that we battled today early in the game. We got those runs with 2 outs, which is pretty significant. So long as you have 1 out left in this game, you have an opportunity to score some runs and keep the game going. The great thing about this game is that there's no clock. And we had 2 outs in that inning. We got some key hits. Tori came up with an inside pitch, and she's smiling right now because we've been working on that now for about 3 years, and she finally got a big hit on an inside pitch. So it was a great clutch key performance.
Coach, can you talk about Olivia's accomplishments this season, the perfect game yesterday, and culminating today with the championship?
Only if you got about 4 hours to talk about it. It's an amazing young lady who has really taken this program to a whole nother level. And when you go perfectos, when you throw competitively and compete as hard as she does on every single pitch, she's very special, as you can see by my emotions.
Olivia, what was the difference, you think, between yesterday's JMU team and today's team that they actually hit you?
The team definitely made adjustments, and as a pitcher, you have to adjust to their adjustments. So it's a constant battle, and I think just that battle between me and every batter that stepped in was even I guess it's tougher just because they were making more contact, but it was interesting.
But Bill, could we just go through that play at the plate, your perspective and the players that were involved? The umpires said that in their opinion it was obstruction.
Yeah.
By
yeah, it's a tough call because and it's probably the toughest interpretation in the rule book. A player has to be obstructing a base or a plate in order to get the call. If, in fact, a player, in my opinion, is in the act of making a play and the runner is in the act of running to the base and everything's happening simultaneously, it doesn't necessarily mean that obstruction is taking place. It was his interpretation. He called obstruction. I just went out there and had to vent with him because I knew he wasn't going to change, and I had to just get my 2 cents in and try to make some sense, which is why he got together with the other 2 umpires. They talked it out, but they obviously, as soon as he said obstruction, I knew we probably weren't going to win it. And then if you look at it, what are you going to do? It's just part of our game.
But Olivia, I mean, the idea was to win the game, and you did. But do you feel a little something that you lost your shutout on something on a play like that?
No, that doesn't really matter to me, especially because we're in a postseason, so a win's a win. And the way that everybody played and battled today is just as good as, any accomplishment to any other person looking in on our team.
Erin, how did you feel about that?
Excuse me?
How did you feel about that place?
I mean, it's part of the game. You can't really do anything about it. I was upset. I mean, I wasn't devastated, obviously. But as soon as he did say it was obstruction, I knew he could have talked to the other umpires for another half an hour. He wasn't going to change the call. If anything, we were like, all right, let's go. Come on, give her the ball and stuff, get back on the mound, ready to go.
Because otherwise, she was pretty clearly out.
Yeah,
think she touched on the
No, I don't think she got it.
It's whatever, it happens. What are you going to do?
Tori, how
So
good?
could you talk about how hard this is to do every year? It's not as easy as it looks.
It gets tougher every year.
No.
It totally gets...
Happy yearly returns here.
Sorry, you know what's gonna happen
It gets tougher every year because, you know, we work so hard. You know, we work so hard at you know, things that we do, so, you know, practice-wise, so it's tougher on me, I know, and all we try to do is just to prepare the kids for, you know, for this moment, and I'm just glad that they got their moment again, so, but, yeah, they're all very special. Each year there's different challenges, and in order to do it and be as successful as we are, it's a credit to the kids. And you know, they keep adjusting to the things that have to be adjusted to because each year is so different. Even though we have a lot of players back from last year's team, the chemistry is different. Different situations happen on the field, off the field, and the kids just buy in. And it's great to be the orchestra leader of a tremendous group of musicians here. And it's just really fun to do every year.
Tori, how good did it feel to get that double?
I mean, it felt good. I mean, you're in a situation, you don't know when you're going to be in a situation like that again, big score, so I'm glad I could come through for the team.
Did you think that might just be enough for Olivia the way she did?
I mean, one run's enough for Olivia, the way she throws, especially in game situations like that. She comes to play every game, so we like to get her a good amount, so she has a little cushion, but I knew she was going to do it.
You have a knack for big hits and big games. Your home run last year.
I try to come through when games on line.
Any other questions?
Bill, you're a very television guy. Have you ever had an athlete display the type of focus Olivia has the last 4 years?
I think the other day I said in my 46 years of coaching 3 sports at very high levels, I think I've had 4 athletes over my career. 4. So she's in a very special class.
I'm one of them. I think so.
Now you know why every year is unique and different.
Olivia, talk about this year it's been to you. I mean, you guys obviously clear favorite. You're everyone's target team to beat. What's it mean to go 43, last 43 games and your Hofstra career to win at home?
It means a lot. Like Coach said just before, it gets tougher and tougher every year, especially because you see these same teams in our conference, same batters over and over again, so you have to continually make adjustments, and that's like the most important thing in our game is making adjustments and making changes in the game. So it means a lot to come out on top once again and beat the team.
You know, one of the things that really goes unnoticed here is the pitch calling. And Larissa Anderson has been calling pitches here for Olivia, and pitches were before Olivia, and she does a magnificent job of reading the hitter, and all Olivia has to do, which Olivia does better than anybody, okay, maybe in the country, is put the ball where we want it to be placed. So between the two of them, the confidence that Olivia has in the pitch, the catching component of Aaron, the communication going on between Aaron and the dugout, the communication between Aaron and Olivia and Larissa is amazing. And the credit has to go to, that great triangle of coaches and players trusting each other and working very, very hard together.
Olivia, could you talk about the next couple of weeks, how important it is particularly to the senior class to get where you want to go?
Yeah, it's really important for us to go out with a bang, and I think we're all really excited for the selection show on Sunday. So, gearing up and getting us ready to play wherever we're going to be placed in the country is going to be really fun.
Because of how well the team did last year and just missing it, does it seem, more realistic that you can actually make it?
I don't think it might seem more realistic to people around the country because they haven't seen us play prior to that, or a lot of people haven't seen us play prior to that. But for us to say that, I don't think we can say that because we always believed that we could make it, and we always brought our game to the top teams that we play against in the postseason. So being so close to it last year, the returners had a glimpse of what it could be like, but again, last year is last year, and different team, different chemistry, and we have to go out there and play for this year and not think about last year.
For the seniors, quite possibly the last game you'll play at Hofstra Softball Stadium. Is that fucking you?
Hasn't quite hit me yet. It will. I actually, when we were out in the outfield, DJ Splitter, the left fielder, I actually said, take it in after the second out. Take it in. I mean, it hasn't really hit me yet. I haven't cried yet. Hopefully I don't. But yeah, I'm going to miss it a lot. But it won't be the last time I play.
Any other questions?
Coach, Coach D was making a case for his team as possible at large. Would you make a case for them as well this year for possible 2 bids for the league in the tournament?
I told him a couple times during the course of the game, I said, regardless of what happens here, okay, both of us deserve to go. The RPIs of both JMU and Hofstra certainly are good enough to get in, based upon past history. And I already told his team it's to do some damage when you get there. So I'm really confident that they're going to take 2. And when you look at the RPIs and if things fall right, I definitely think it could be a 2-bid conference.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.